Dino's shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection, trapped inside the data core. I have no way of knowing how the Korvax has taken the encounter at the transmitter. Reinserting core. Shell reconnection in progress. Okay. Oh yeah, I can also test out phase beam, nice. Infra knife, accelerator. Yeah. Yeah, those work. Can't wait to test them out in combat. Which is weird to say. Not like I want to get into combat. But I suppose I'll have to test out these new systems. Yep, knew it. Ow. User identified. Terminal active, accessing schematics. The place the overseer has led me to has long since fallen into disrepair. Its panels are buried beneath the same oily, pulsating fauna that I've seen before in long abandoned buildings. The air is fetid and damp. I power up the terminal with little hope of success, but to my surprise it buzzes noisily and springs to life. My overseer's intuition has served me well so far. I shall have to trust that these schematics contain the required data. Hey, I'm back from the facility. It is good to see the Gek is so invested in the success of our home. They are clearly happy to see me, energized for the task at hand. Whoa. 9 items learned. Thank you. The Overseer feels the base would benefit from a Korvax scientist. They would like to see good use made of the blueprint they worked so hard on. I agree. Scientist required. Recruit scientists in space stations within Korvax controlled systems. Alright. Hello. The Korvax is happy. Overjoyed to see me, they seem to have just completed some rite of passage for their species, necessitating them to go out into the universe and pursue their interests. The scientist offers to join my base, if I provide them with a science terminal. Welcome aboard. Okay. No problem, entity Udino. I think I'll just call you Yud for short. Here's the coordinates to my base. See you there. Right. The Overseer asks me for microprocessors in order to design a weapons terminal. The scientist should be able to assist with the task. Merchant Rub has been helpful so far, and I have no reason to distrust them. I shall find them the microprocessors they need. Hey. The Overseer asks for the microprocessors so they can finish the plans for a weapons terminal. The Overseer requires me to kill sentinels and bring back their pugnium. Okay. The sentinels have harried me the length of my journey. We shall be free of their constant harassment. Although, I do have pugnium, don't I? Yes. The Overseer, in something of a state of excitement, asks me for the pugnium I've gathered. Yes, I had some in the starship. Merchant Rub presents me with a reward, as I knew they would. The Overseer requires me to build a weapons terminal and recruit a Vykeen armourer for my base. No worries, I'll do that now. Armourer required. In space stations within Vykeen control systems. Well now. Luckily, I've been to a Vykeen control system already. Hello there. The Vykeen is old. It is not their skin or appearance that suggests this. These beings are too alien, too unusual for me to make a judgment on that basis. No, it's the way they hold themselves, the way they speak. They do not posture. When they smile at me, they tell me it is an honour for us to meet, I believe them. Vykeen at Arms, Zun, promises to come to my world and make use of my new weapons terminal. Welcome aboard, Vykeen at Arms, Zun. No, I'll give you the coordinates to my base. You can use the teleporter downstairs. Here. See you soon, Zun. Merchant Rub grows in confidence and seeks again to expand my home. I find it hard to disagree with them, for a farmer would open up a world of possibilities. The Overseer needs selenium to complete the agricultural terminal plans. Selenium grows on scorched planets and requires hazmat gauntlets to harvest. Luckily, I already installed the hazmat gauntlets earlier, because they sounded useful. Selenium is not easy to acquire in the wild, but this only proves the value of recruiting a farmer. I'll get it done. I believe there's a scorched planet in this system, if I'm not mistaken. The gamma weed, the gamma root. Okay. I have the selenium required to finish the plans for the farmer's workstation. It will be interesting to see what effect a second Gek will have on my overseer. I cannot imagine they have spent much time conversing with the scientist or the armourer. Agricultural terminal. The Overseer requires circuit boards in order to create a galactic trade terminal blueprint. The Korvax scientist should be able to provide the necessary parts. Agreed. I do not have the zeal for trade that seems to seize the Gek. Nonetheless, it would be convenient to tap into the galactic market from right here in my home. Farmer required. Space stations within Gek controlled systems. Hey. Five planets, one moon. Construction destitute. Stable conflict. Hello. The Gek chirps happily at the sight of me. They promise to help me grow all kinds of crops in my world. The required paperwork has already been signed, apparently. The farmer offers to join my world and make use of my agricultural terminal. Welcome aboard. Here are the coordinates to my home, Director Nev. See you soon. Welcome, Nev, to our home. Alright everyone, get settled in, and I will see you all shortly. Okay, Udino, it's me and you for a while. Korvax is brimming with enthusiasm. Neither their shell nor the walls of my base seem able to contain them. Welcome aboard. Oh wow, acid and lubricant. Thank you. The Korvax is desperate to please, showering me with praise and offers of assistance. They tell me travelers are to be honored, raised above all others. What have I done to earn such esteem? The scientist requires Marabob and Cobalt, materials found underground. They will be able to use this substance to craft blueprints for microprocessors and advanced refiners. Yeah, just no scanning me while I sleep. Please. There was a cave nearby. The Korvax seems changed from the happy soul they were at my departure. They are fighting their worry, trying to stay focused on their promise to me. The Korvax leans forward, anxious for the rest of the materials. Thank you for the blueprints. Oh. Udino is deeply upset, claiming that they have been disconnected from the Korvax hive mind. The scientist asked me to take their personality core to a transmission tower for analysis. Understood. Watch over him. I'll be back as soon as I can. Why couldn't it have just been that transmission tower? Eh? Would have been so much easier. I prepared to insert the Korvax intelligence core into the transmission tower. The judgment of the convergence awaits. Terminal online, connection established. Error. Diagnostic Korvax science unit corrupted by traveler interaction. Personality overwritten. Anomaly involvement detected. Solution. Quarantine Korvax science unit from convergence. Observe, analyze, silence. Hypothesis. Sentinel Atlas Universal Foci. Countermeasure in progress. Risk assessment entropic. Galactic destruction rebirth. Error. Atlas. Error. 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 They see you. What? Udino's shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection. Trapped inside the data core. I have no way of knowing how the Korvax has taken the encounter at the transmitter. Reinserting core. Shell reconnection in progress. Okay. An hour and 30 minutes. I'll be back. Understood, Apollo. I appreciate it. Thank you.